Welcome back, everybody. My name is BluJay, and we are back once again at the Reverb Outpost. And to get today's episode started, we are going to go over here past our little cactus farm. If we can squeeze through here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. There we go. This right here has been sitting here, I think, potentially since episode 1 or 2. It's been here for a long time, and it's episode 62. Time to get rid of the temporary, not so temporary, sugarcane farm. We're going to let all of that water refreeze. Look at it refreeze. That's right, because today we are heading back to the Science Center, where we are going to work on our next project, which is going to be an automatic sugarcane farm. Here we are in the Science Center, and we're going to start digging out this little wall here. And it's nice because there's a cave behind this wall. I forgot that I had covered this up when we were initially shaping this room out, which was only a couple of episodes ago. So I don't know why I've forgotten that there's a massive cave back here. So we're going to have to, you know what, let's go up here first. And we're just going to plug this water up because that's going to be annoying. It's going to get in the way. Could potentially ruin some of our redstone circuitry, so let's just eliminate that option altogether. So I've got a basic design that I've built in a testing world that I will show you here in just a few minutes as we are building it. We're not going to jump into the testing world today, but we're just going to build on camera. I'm going to do my best to explain some of the redstone here. It's a basic farm. I didn't necessarily get it from any one particular design, but it kind of just watched overall how automatic sugarcane farms work and came up with something that I thought looked good, worked well, and, you know, would collect all of the sugarcane properly. I've gone ahead and worked out some of the dimensions, and this is the spot where our sand is going to go, just like so. And then we need to grab our water buckets. We need 2 of them to get an infinite water source. We'll place one down there, and then we'll get our other water bucket, skip a block, place another one down, and then we should be able to grab that. Good, good, good. And that's basically it for the water. I don't know that you necessarily have to have water source blocks behind every sand block to plant the sugarcane, but I just think it looks cleaner, even though you're never going to see it. It just makes me happier to do it that way. So we're going to go ahead and start shaping. Oh, let's not break that. There we go. And then we'll carve this out here. And can you aim? Can you aim and not keep breaking the blocks, BluJay? Come on. Okay, so we're just basically going to use 2 different colors of concrete. As you can see, we've got the dark gray, and we've got the regular green concrete, and that will basically make up the design element of our sugarcane farm. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, I've come down with a cold, and I'm actually almost over it. I was actually just starting to get sick when I started recording the last episode. And I'm now getting over it, and I lost my voice again. It's happened to me several times in the last, 8 months or so. It's just been a little bit of a brutal season for colds for me, but that's okay. So this is where we're going to cover up the water. Like I said, I don't know if you have to have source blocks on every one, but you're never going to see it. But I don't want the sound of running water necessarily, and I like the way that it looks, even though, again, you're literally never going to see it. Looking pretty good so far. Got a basic structure, and now we need to grab from our inventory. It's not in there. I forgot. We need to go over to our redstone shulker box and grab our hoppers. Those are the next items that we need to place down. This is going to be the collection system to grab all of the sugarcane that breaks when these sticky pistons that are not in place just yet, when those push out and break the second and third sugarcane pieces, then it collects in these hoppers. So there you go. There's our basic collection system. It'll get more complex as we go, but that's it for the moment. All right, I got a lot of it built, but I want to show you how this works. We'll keep going on the redstone together, but these observer blocks with the little faces, those faces need to be directly towards the center, and then the little red dots need to be on the outsides. So we've got our sticky pistons here that are on the second row from the bottom. of gray concrete blocks, which line up with the middle piece of sugarcane. You don't want to break that bottom piece of sugarcane, because if you do, it will not regrow, which defeats the purpose of having an automatic, fully automatic sugarcane farm. So you only want to break the middle one. And it will break the top one just by the nature of how it breaks sugarcane. So let's go ahead and grab some torches. There we go. Because we don't want any unwanted mobs spawning back here and, taking up the mob cap or lagging the world, or, just in case we come back here to check on any of the circuitry. If anything ever breaks, we don't want any creepers coming back here and making the problem worse. So hopefully we won't ever have to come back here to do that. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and dig this out right here. We're basically just separating these blocks from where we're going to put the redstone line, because we want to make sure that we know exactly where we're going to place that and make it simple for you guys to follow. And more lights, more lights, more lights to keep the mobs away. And we'll replace that block. And now we need to go out and grab our actual redstone pieces, because we don't have any on us. So let's go do that real quick. Go out to the redstone shulker box, grab our redstone, grab some repeaters, and that should be okay for now. We'll put those in the hotbar so we're ready to go, and on back into our little contraption behind the scenes area. And let's see, can I get back up there without breaking the ceiling? There we go. Good, 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 good. We'll place redstone down here behind the observer and a repeater there. We'll set that to 3 ticks. There we go. And then we'll run a line all the way behind these sticky pistons, which that line will activate all of those. Another repeater. Make sure to face them the same way on both sides, because these lines actually don't activate at the same time. The observer, depending on which sugarcane on the left or the right, will activate the left or the right side, which it all ends up the same. It all goes towards the middle, but I want to make sure that we have activation from both sides of the farm. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and give this a little test run. I want to show you how it works. We'll grab our sugar cane and throw it in the hotbar, and then we'll place a few down just like this. Imagine that they have grown. We don't want to do the outside ones just yet, because if we make them 3 tall, it will break just like so. Perfect. So theoretically, those should have all gone into the hopper, which I don't think they all did, but that's okay. Once we get our stained glass in place, all of those sugarcane pieces should go exactly where they're supposed to. I just want to mess around with the timings. We put those repeaters on 2 ticks just to see if it makes a difference on how quickly those sticky pistons come in and out, and if it makes a difference on whether or not the pieces go directly into the hoppers. So I'm going to play around with this for just a few minutes and get the correct timing, make sure we got it good, and then we'll keep going together. All right, so I've been messing around with the repeaters for a little bit, and I think 2 ticks is working pretty good. But let me test it out with the stained glass panes here. We'll just throw these in temporarily because we want to make sure that this works like it should. I watched a few different tutorials on sugarcane farms just to get a basic idea of how they work before I attempted to build one of my own. And one of the content creators that I watch, his name is Skippy6 Gaming. He had suggested that you use stained glass panes or glass panes, any kind of panes, to go over top of the hoppers, because that will result in the most lossless design possible. So let's give this a little test run here. And theoretically, all of these should go into... It looks like we still got some back on the ground there. But a lot went in. I need to keep messing around with this. I need to keep messing with the repeater timings. Maybe the concrete block gap there on the sides, maybe that is causing some of the issue. Maybe it's trying to go, behind the concrete instead of into the hoppers. I'm going to keep messing around with this, and I'm going to build a second module. So let's do that all in a musical montage. Let's roll that music, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that footage of me building the top module for our sugarcane farm. And now what we are going to do is we're going to hook up the hopper line from the top one to the bottom one. So they're both going to the same storage system. We want them synced up. We don't want them, going to separate storage areas. We want them both going into the same line. And I've got I broke redstone. Broke redstone. We'll have to fix that here in just a few minutes. But I've got a pretty cool idea for how I want these to end up in a storage area. And I think we're going to have time to do it today because we've been making pretty good time with this project already. We're just going to have to see how much time I've got at the end. And actually, I don't think I want to go this way. I think I want to place this hopper right there. And then we can go over and place this one right there like so. And there like so. And then that should be, well, actually, so we can hide it better and so that there's no risk of it interfering with redstone or those hoppers getting locked, I think we're going to adjust this and let me do this off camera. I'm going to have to figure out how to get this line all hooked up properly, and then we'll come back once it's done. Martin Bricks wants to know, when do you think the realms are going to start again? All right, great progress on everything. We've got a little temporary chest back here, and it looks like sugarcane is already starting to flow into it. Oh, this is so exciting. So exciting. All right, so let's answer this question while we work on the next part of this, which is pretty par for the course. You guys know what's coming. We're going to work on, putting a bunch of snow around this, making it blend in with the environment, all of that kind of stuff. So while we're doing this, let's chat about realms, which I'm assuming you mean Unity SMP. When is it coming back? I'm not quite sure yet, and I know that's not what a lot of you want to hear. You probably want to hear it's coming back tomorrow. I've just been so crazy busy with life and with YouTube. There's been a lot of discussion on my channel over the last couple of weeks with the last 2, 3, 4 episodes about whether or not to end this current series and start something new, which we have decided to do. And it doesn't mean the end of this base because we're still going to be working in this world. It's just going to a new location, starting a new season. And eventually in the next season, we will come back here maybe for 5, 10 episodes at a time to add more stuff to the base because I've got a lot of really cool stuff in mind that I want to do that we haven't accomplished yet, and we're not going to in the amount of time that I think we've got left for this particular series. So we're gonna end up coming back here at a later date after we've spent some time at another location. And that takes a ton of planning and thought. And I've been doing a lot of work in my creative testing world on some designs for a new location, and I've got a really cool idea in mind that I'm still not gonna tell you guys what it is just yet because I want to work on a little trailer. It'll be like a 30-second to a minute long trailer featuring like the build style that we're gonna go with for the next location. But guys, it's gonna be super cool. I think you will really enjoy it. So stay tuned for that. It'll be sometime soon. It won't replace necessarily like a Thursday or Sunday video. We'll still do like our regular Thursday, Sunday Let's Play uploads. It'll just come sometime during the week because a 30-second trailer video won't really take a ton of time to do, so it won't have to replace a regular video. But as far as Unity SMP goes, I've been so focused on trying to find a good stopping point for this world and find a good starting point or not for this world, for this series, for this base. Find a good stopping point where it doesn't feel unfinished and find a good starting point for the next one. That's all I've really had time to focus on. So I haven't really had a huge chance to really jump on Unity. The last thing that I did was a massive collaboration where we fought the Ender Dragon, which was a ton of fun, and I want to do more of that kind of stuff. All the people that play on there consistently are a lot of fun to hang out with and play Minecraft with. Great people. awesome people, fantastic content creators. It's just an honor and a privilege to be able to work with people like that. So I definitely want that to continue. It's not something that I'm saying, hey, Unity is done again. I know we've been down that track before. So bear with me. It will come back to the channel in some form or another at some point in the future, but I think I want to focus primarily on getting this series wrapped, the next one started, so that we don't leave this place like in a state of unfinished and don't get off to a good start with the next one. So that's going to be the primary focus of the channel for a little bit of time here. I'm thinking maybe episode 70 might be the last episode of Reverb Outpost, which again, all the stuff that I want to do in Reverb Outpost won't be finished by episode 70. So we are coming back to this location. I just want to reiterate that for those of you that are like, no, don't leave the base unfinished. We are coming back. Episode 70 is just the last episode, I think, of a series dedicated only to this location. Then, the next series that we're going to do will be multiple locations, this one included, and, you know, we'll figure out what else we're going to do in the future. A lot of really cool stuff coming in the future of this world, in the future of my channel. Hope you guys are just as excited about it as I am. Great question. Thanks for asking it. Unity SMP is not gone. It's just taking a little bit of a break while I figure out this stuff for the channel. So bear with me, be patient, and we'll see what we can make happen in the future. Well, I went ahead and finished off the project off camera because my voice is getting pretty tired, and it's because I'm sick and we're breaking things. Again, that's just what we do here. There we go. We'll fix that. All right, so we've got a storage area here, and I'll explain how that works in just a second, but let's get our... yeah, we got a stained glass piece in there that we just knocked off. All right, so basically the sugarcane goes into the bubble column from the hoppers. It'll go up the bubble column, over and down into some hoppers, which will funnel into the chest. So basically the redstone circuitry for that, it's the same dispenser at the bottom of the, or dropper rather, at the bottom of the bubble column that's over at the snow farm. So if you missed how to build that, go back and watch the Snow Farm episode. I explained that there. And check it out. We got sugarcane flying up that bubble column and back into the system. So when it breaks, when it farms it from the actual sugarcane plants, that's where it will end up. And that is awesome. I love the new water mechanics in Update Aquatic. I love the bubble columns. I love how they can act as item elevators. We don't have to build redstone item elevators anymore. So let's check this out up here. I just want to show it to you. There it is right there. That's where the bubble column ends, and it ends up going, and I can't go down there because it's pushing me upwards, but take my word for it. It goes into the hoppers. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just started breaking a bunch of stuff. Sometimes the mine mechanic gets stuck. It's really weird. But there are hoppers underneath all that snow there where the water is flowing, and it basically carries it down to the storage system. Let's get out of here before we break anything else. Last but not least, and now that we've finished our project for today, time to add somebody to the Red Squadron. So today we are going to add Squishy Snowman. Squishy Snowman, it's appropriate that you are here at the Reverb Outpost, the snow base. Welcome to the Red Squadron. Hope you enjoy your stay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed this build. I'm really excited about it. I've actually never built a sugarcane farm like this before. This is my first, so I'm really excited that we got one working. It's not the most, efficient. It's not the fastest farm in the world. We could have built it bigger, but I'm happy with it. It will give us all the sugarcane that we're gonna need, and maybe in a future series we can build one like, 15 times the size that drops 2,000 sugarcane per hour. But this will be good for now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of the content I've got coming out on the channel. And stay tuned for news about the next series coming up on the channel. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.